I just haven't clicked like leave group immediately. I just I just keep going down the rabbit hole going, just one more picture. I look at like what happened last year with cyberpunk as well, and I think about like the amount of money that I we're very lucky, like you guys know that I work in the gaming industry, as does Ian. Very lucky sometimes to get publishers who are God bless them, sometimes give us codes to things or review codes that we can play games, get early access for research.
Speak for yourself, bro. Speak for yourself.
Well, I get all the games. I am like I am the Macaulay Culkin page master of games. I have them all. That's a freaking old school reference, but you're on board with me. And I know. Thank you.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Thank you, man. I
got you, brother.
Like here's an old school reference that no one will get. People listening right now, you will never know how much Spice Girls 2 Become One really hits unless you were there when it came out that Christmas.
Hey, look,
if you will never know.
If you weren't filling in the Spice Girls sticker book, you'll never understand what it means.
All right, I don't have a sticker book, man. That's weird. The sticker book.
Yeah, I had the sticker book. Yeah.
Did it have shinies?
Yeah,
like shiny stickers.
Yeah, there's like shiny Mel B.
Can I see it? Like, can you back around? Just hang out and watch. It's weird.
Shall I post it to you? Or?
yeah. 2021. Post it. Make sure you disinfect it first and post it. Not for the reasons that everyone's brains go into. For many reasons.
For many reasons.
But mate. But I think that's for me is it's what it's all about, really. I think you think about the way in which I think my original point was the way things hit, and Cyberpunk last year was a classic example of a game that came out and it was so hyped up for so long. And I've done videos on this and I've talked about it a lot, but just very briefly to run it down. Here's a game where we all spent, I did £60 on buying the game. And I was so excited for it, and it came out and it
the
did
hype
not
was real
deliver
for it,
on
wasn't
any
it?
level.
No.
The hype was so real for it that, this same thing, I think what is the fundamental problem with Hollywood right now.
Yep.
I think Hollywood, it overhypes things so much to the point that you're like, oh my God, this is going to be the sickest thing I've ever seen in my life. And you watch it and go, yeah, it was good. That's
a good trailer for you, isn't it? I mean, Die Hard. The last ever Die Hard, Die Hard 5, I think it was. Live Free or Die Hard. I remember because Die Hard 4 came out. Bruce Willis came back with a bald head, and I loved it. It is my second favorite Die Hard. It goes Die Hard 1, then Die Hard 4. Controversial.
What? Big leap. That's controversial, mate. Wow.
And then Die Hard 5 comes out, and I remember seeing the trailer for it, and I'm like, this is going to be epic. And I went to the cinema, didn't read any reviews, so I didn't want to spoil it. Sat down. 10 minutes in, I looked at my brother, and I went, is it just me, or is this awful? Please tell me this. I said, please tell me this Die Hard film. And he looked at me and he went, I didn't want to say anything, but yeah, it's awful. Halfway through a Die Hard film, my favorite franchise of all time, I wanted to walk out of the cinema. But that is what a good trailer will do, and that applies to video games as well. So it is hard. It is hard. It's a gamble every single time you whack money down on release. Oh, so you should always, as a gamer, I always think you should wait for at least that first maybe IGN review to pop off. Because throughout my time being a gaming fan, I always just religiously I go to IGN for my reviews.
Okay.
7,
that's allowed.
7,
that's fine.
8, 9, 9.5, 10. I'm in.
Okay. So would you say that you would buy a game based on reviews as opposed to just the way that it looked to you and you thought, that's my kind of meaty? Yeah,
I mean, I think we're lucky with a lot of games that you get that immediate review maybe like two days before release. Like with a franchise like Call of Duty, Zelda, Halo, Gears of War, like they're not going to flop. Like they're not going to under-deliver because they've got a consistent back catalogue of amazing work. So like with those games, I'll pre-order them. Like the game, franchise games, I'll pre-order them. But a new game stepping into the market that looks great, it's got a lot of hype, I'll wait for that first review before I buy it.
Mate, see, I'm the opposite. I think I get swept up all the time in the hype for something. Like I've really enjoyed a lot of games that aren't my usual fare recently. I loved the kind of like I was always a big fan of the games that were around the Man of Medan. There was Until Dawn came out.
Yes.
It's kind of like the horror one where you choose your own adventure. It's like a horror game. Those games are fab. I really enjoy those, kind of like you choose your own pathway, and kind of like that to me is a really interesting concept, because it's less about the action. It's more about the kind of like where you want the story to go the risks you're willing to take. And it's less about how quickly can I tap these buttons and jump over this chasm, as opposed to, do I want to kind of die by chainsaw or die by falling off a rooftop into a fire? I'm happy with that. Yeah. But yeah, I mean the thing with like the movie thing as well, like, and I'm bringing this up as well because my diehard 5 that you had was Indiana Jones 4 for me, with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, or Crystal Shit, should I put into? It was just absolute it was just terrible. Yeah. And people I'm a loser. I'm part of a lot of Facebook groups as well. I'm a Facebook guy. Like, I don't use Facebook for anything other than weird fan groups, and one of them is like an Indiana Jones fan group or two. I'm part of a really weird fan group on Facebook.
I thought we were cool.
Like, we're not cool. I am not cool. I am a member of a fan group where I watch Indiana Jones people cosplay Indiana Jones and his dad, Sean Connery, in the movie. I watch them like have family photo. Like, it's weird. I don't know why I'm part. I just haven't clicked like leave group immediately. I just keep going down the rabbit hole, going just one more picture. I don't know why. Like, it's
I respect it.
Cringe.
I've been serious. I respect it. I respect it.
Thanks, mate. Thanks. As he unfriends me on Facebook right now. But at the same time, like, for me, like, big Indiana Jones fan, and obviously the last movie was crap. And this week, at the moment, they're currently they're filming the latest Indiana Jones movie. There's loads of pictures coming out of like Glasgow, where basically we all know now the movie is going to be about the moon landings, But the 3 astronauts, Michael Collins, Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, and I think a lot of it is to do with the parade in which they are. This scene they're filming is the parade in which they're coming. They're kind of saying, I think, welcome back. We're back from from the moon, basically. So we know it's in that kind of time period, which is great, which is fine. But we know that Harrison Ford hurt himself really badly. He's kind of done a shoulder in, so he can't film anything right now. So he was like living the life of Riley at Silverstone at the weekend, watching Hamilton win.
I saw that.
Yeah. And it's like, and I'm still like, I'm watching this and I'm thinking, because of social media now as well, because of these different things, I kind of almost know what I'm getting myself into, what's kind of in store, because I can just watch all these pictures taken on set, and you piece the stories together. And you're like, can I be bothered to watch Indiana Jones and a moon film? Like,
of course you can. If you're willing to watch people cosplay of Indiana Jones, you can go watch him in a moon film. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, just like...
Look in the mirror and ask yourself what you just said. Of course you're going to go see that film.